This is the animation we'll be creating today. I couldn't figure out what to call it. The look I tried to create here is like these images are being thrown off onto the slide, like from a side of a table, and then sorting them into piles. So let's get into it. Hi, my name is Neha, and with Prefi, my aim is to show you how you can create interesting presentations using very simple tools and animations. So if you're into that stuff, subscribe to this channel. That being said, let's get into the video. I have all these images here. Now, before starting, I just want to give them a look of images taken from a Polaroid camera. So for that, first of all, I'll just change the background. It's getting messy here. Cool. Now, to give this a Polaroid image effect, I'll insert a rectangle and I'll go over this image, going just a little bit bigger on the bottom, and that's it. Shape fill white, no outline, and send this to back. You see this image kind of blends in with this white environment, and there are other white background images. So I'll just select all of these, press Ctrl, or just don't press Ctrl and select this rectangle to deselect it. And now I'll just add a little grayish outline just to make a distinction there. Now I'll group these two, this image and this rectangle. But before that, I'm going to make a copy of this rectangle. I don't want to do it all over again. Press Ctrl and drag it somewhere else. There. Now I'll select both of these and press Ctrl G, grouped together. There. See? Now do this with all the other images. Now to add a little cherry on top, I'll just select all of these, or just go press Ctrl A, select all of these and just add a shadow effect at the back of all it. Shadow options, and this one. Just play around with these values here, make it more transparent or blurry, whatever you might like. This just gives it a little hint of a 3D kind of look. You know what I mean? Just play around with these values. There's just this subtle shadow effect. Very subtle. Now, let's begin the animation. Very simple. First step, create a mess. Spread these images across the slide like someone just threw them off from the side of a table. Move them, rotate them, just create a nasty mess. Now, while I'm doing this, I have this image in my mind where these images are kind of coming from this side of the slide, like throwing them off from this side and they're coming like this. So maybe just one image gone astray, too far away. Now, step 2. Select all of these images and I'll add 2 animations here. One for the fly-in animation for where it comes in, and second a spin animation. So the fly-in animation from the bottom left and add animation. Remember, this time you need to add animation. Don't select from this side because that would change the previous animation. Now add animation, an emphasis animation, spin animation. Great. Now I'll close this and open the animation tab. Here you can see all these animations applied here. We want these all to go together, simultaneously. So you see this numbering here, 1 and 2. These are the number of clicks in the slide. Now what this looks like here is on first click, these will enter. On second click, these will rotate. That's not what we want. So we want them to go together. So I'll select this effect and go with previous. And now I'll select all of these effects and change their duration so that they're just the same, all the same. See that? Right. Now, one problem that you might encounter while doing this is if you add the spin animation effect before the fly in animation effect. Even though they're both coming together simultaneously, the software on this first click would recognize an emphasis effect, not an entrance effect. So remember to have these all on the top, and on click there's an entrance effect, these green colored entrance effects. Right. Also, when you throw this on the table, there's some friction, so these images will slow down while approaching the end. So to give it that friction kind of look, that smooth end, go to effect options, and here you can see smooth end. Just go full smooth end. Is this very subtle hint? Very subtle. It makes a lot of difference. Now, step 3, the sorting hat. Yes, you are the sorting hat. To do this sorting kind of animation, we'll use motion paths. Now, as there are 3 types of images, I'll go with 3 piles: apple here, banana here, and mango here. Now, if you select one of these images and add a motion path line here, you see there are these 2 dots, a green dot and a red dot. This green one is where the object's center is present right now. And that is where the animation would start from. The animation would always carry the object from its center. So if I just take this animation alone, what the hell? So if I just select this animation and take it somewhere else, see what happens here. See, it would still take that image from the center and it would take it there. So I'll undo this. So now green dot is where the center of the object is, and the red dot is where it will end up after the animation. So all I gotta do now is select all of these images and add motion paths. First of all, I'll delete this one so that it doesn't double up. Select all of these images, add motion paths, and then just change the position of these red dots of every image to take them to the pile. And as there are so many of them, I'll bring in guides. So open up selection pane, and here I'll first of all hide all of them. I'll insert 3 circles on the slide. Randomly somewhere. So position these circles just so that they're in about the middle of your pile. Be random with it. Don't try to be very precise. Just go random. And then what I'll do is click on this. You see this line here? It becomes an eye. I'll just take these images one by one, and on going to the animation tab, you can see these arrows. I'll take this red one and I'll take this here because this is an apple. I want it to go here. Also, as you see, this image is very much rotated. If you want to change that, if you want to make it not that rotated, select it, add a spin animation. Now, right now this is going full spin. We don't want that. So select this, double click or just go to effect options, and I'll add maybe 20 or 30 depending on the image, 20-degree anti-clockwise. That also depends on the image. Now this is going counterclockwise because this image is rotated clockwise. So see that. And this apple is done here. Now I'll hide it and bring in another. This looks like mango, so it goes here. Then I'll hide it again. Why I'm doing this hide and seek play here is because these motion path animations, they have a habit of snapping when they come near one another, and I don't want that happening around here. So that's why I am hiding these so it doesn't all go haywire. Hide it again and bring in another one. It's a banana and this goes here. Yeah, there's banana. Finally done. Now show all of these and get rid of these circles here. We don't need them anymore. And let's see how it looks. First of all, I'll just maybe get these to go a little faster. Yeah, that's fine. So, ooh, amazing. Now, that's something. Okay, I just want to give you a sneak peek into the next video. This video will be coming out on Wednesday, so turn on your post notifications. You don't want to miss it. And because you made it till the end, you probably liked this video. So give this video a thumbs up and show some love. And subscribe to this channel to discover more wonders that you can create in your presentations. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.